Hey troglodytes, welcome back to Trogly's Guitars. Today we have a very cool custom ordered R7 1957 reissue. This is basically your standard 57 reissue. However, they wanted a slightly more special finish, and they kind of have a wave-like snakeskin type pattern going on here. And it's very cool. I saw this guitar, and despite it, not being traditional, I fell in love with this one, so I got it in for you guys. This thing is very cool. Basically, it was custom ordered, verified by Gibson, and not only is it the standard 57 reissue, but it was custom ordered with a stinger. So if you're not familiar with what a stinger is that's what Gibson back in the day used to use on their very, very, very high-end arch tops. If you had a stinger on the back of your headstock, that meant you were serious business and a cool cat. Unfortunately, since everybody wanted to be a cool cat, a good way to cover up a headstock repair was to do a stinger. So there's a little bit of a negative connotation to stingers nowadays. However, originally it was meant to show class. So let's take a look at this 2004 guitar. It's in played condition, but still in very good shape. As you can see, no major nicks and dings. You have a few light scratches on the headstock veneer up here. Gibson logo with the typical shrinking lines as you see around the Gibson. Truss rod does function. Not a super loose nut by any means though. And the fretboard on this is gorgeous. As you can see, it's got some red tint to it. You kind of got to see this one in person. It's kind of got some two dark streaks running down it. It's just gorgeous. It really complements the top. I just oiled it to kind of make it look a little darker. But even when it's dry, it's still fairly dark and very complementing to the top. Fret wear, I'm not seeing hardly any fret wear. I mean, that doesn't mean there's not any. There's probably, maybe 5% fret wear at most. Now, this guy who custom ordered it, he either custom ordered it with a lot of custom parts, which could be very true, or he did some aftermarket changes himself. As you can see, this R7 did not come installed with a pickguard at any time. But you do have what I believe to be 57 Classics in here. They are the nickel covered. And they have the patent applied for sticker on the back. So that's how I jumped to the conclusion of 57 Classics. They might be slightly different. I went ahead and put on correct 57 style knobs. It had reflector knobs, which are more 60s, so I went with the true 57, and I added the thumb bleeds as true 57s have. This knob sits a little tall, as you can see. Nothing too bad though. As you can see, the top, great shape. Nothing too much to note. I mean, you do have some light play where you can see a few light nicks and dings. But overall, I mean, this is just a very unique top. There's a little ding there. I mean, I'm not quite sure what Gibson called it because they don't have specs available for this guitar. They can just say it was custom ordered. And you got a ding there. So it's almost snakeskin-like, but it's also kind of like a sunny beach type thing. Alright, this is a Tone Pros ABR 11, so 2 I guess. And this is a Goto. I guess I've never said that word out loud before. Goto. Made in Japan. Studs as well are also that. This is a very lightweight tailpiece. This is a very lightweight guitar. I think they probably changed out the tailpiece to get this to the sub 9 pounds. If I remember correctly, it's 8 pounds, like 15.8 ounces. So you are right below that 9 pound mark. Tuners up here are actually a locking tuner, Clusen styled. I don't think they're actual Clusen brand though. Alright, serial number CS40535. You can see you do have some wear there in the finish. There we go. Looks like it was leaning up against something. And got a little bit of a dings. And obviously some other scratches back here. Custom shop logo. And no, there is no breaks, cracks, or repairs. That is there to be a mark of beauty. A Stinger R7. And oh my gosh, guys. In all my videos where I tell you all about, neck sizes, how something's described as a 50s neck, and I go, no, it's not quite the baseball bat I imagine. This neck is huge. It is massive. 15/16 at the first fret, and then all the way up to the 12th fret, it's 16/15, so you're over the 1 inch mark. It's huge. This thing literally is the definition of a baseball bat. It is gigantic, and it feels completely different to anything that I am used to. It's that huge 50s rounded profile. I was blown away by that and how powerful it feels to wield such a weapon. Now the back here obviously shows some play wear because this was a player's guitar. I mean, it's not in total beat up shape, but the wear does show mainly on the back here. Looks like a little ding there. And everything in there has been swapped out to or custom ordered with. That's the thing with a custom order, you don't know what it came spec'd with. It's 500K CTS pots with silver Sprague caps. Sprague? I'm not sure. And then you got black Dunlop strap locks. This guitar sounds huge. Got a ding there. I just can't get over this neck. It is massive. I guess I've never really dealt much in reissues because I just prefer the older customs. And I would rather have the real thing than a reissue, but that's not always doable. It looks like there is a ding right there on the headstock. So let's take a look over here at the original case. It's a Gibson Custom and Historic. I believe that's towards the end of this case. Everything functions on it except for the lid ribbon broke, so it does fall. However, it's pretty easy to reattach those if you have the right type of staples. No paperwork on it, unfortunately, but verified by Gibson that, it was a custom order. It's not some chop shop thing. This is a very rare guitar. So, I guess something else to note, there is a small ding there on the neck. Nothing too bad. And there's a really cool flame strip right there. But this, if you're in the market for an R7, definitely consider this. It's not the traditional gold top you're used to. Yeah, not your father's gold top, but this is definitely very unique. I like it because it almost looks like it's greening because it's dark. You see how dark it is? Like at this angle, it almost looks black. In person, it kind of takes like a rich molasses brown. But then once you get it in the light, it is a gorgeous gold top. So, if you think you might be interested in this custom one-off R7, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, TROGOYS. You could check out the reverb listing, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, Troglodytes, we'll catch you next time. Bye.